So I have to like. Oh my gosh. Then my is gonna go all over like YouTube.
In this dating show, 3 guys compete for 1 girl. AI decides her perfect match by analyzing their personalities, answers, and interactions. This is Love Optimized.
Hi, Amanda. Hi.
Hi, very nice to meet
See you
you.
again.
Come sit closer. Okay, so I think to help break the ice, I actually prepared 3 questions. I will let you choose which of the 3 that you would like. So below here, I actually prepared 4 manga genres. Which one would you like to experience for yourself and why? Omegaverse, Guideverse, Kickverse, Dom Sub Universe.
Sorry, can I see the options?
Yeah, sure.
Just for some context, I'm not really read that much manga, so I don't know what any of these mean. But I'm really curious what the cake verse means.
Okay, I will now explain to you the context.
Okay.
This might like irritate you because obviously you're in biology and you're like, what the fuck is this? But it's fiction. Okay, take it with a pinch of salt. Cake verse, right? There are 2 additional secondary genders. One is a cake and one is a fork.
Okay.
Okay. Cakes have flesh and bodily fluids that taste irresistibly sweet to forks, who can't taste anything though.
Wait, sorry, can I ask, it's still in reference to people, not physical cakes and I was just checking, okay.
Correct. So it's like a condition. It's like a condition.
Okay, understood.
So Omegaverse is a universe where people are given secondary genders, which is alpha, beta, and omega. Okay? And then in this world and this verse, omegas are allowed to bear children regardless of gender. So male omegas, female omegas can give birth to kids. And then this is also the same universe where alphas can impregnate omegas. If I'm a female alpha and you're a male omega, I can technically impregnate you. Okay? So Guideverse is kind of like a universe where there are 2 classes of people. One is Esper, so these people kind of possess your superhero powers, and a guide. Okay, so basically Guideverse is where they kind of like, you have a guide that will be attached to you if you're Esper to kind of help you release your pent up like superhero energy. And then last one is Dom Sub Universe, so you know like BDSM. So there's a Dom and then there's a Sub, okay? So obviously the Subs are those who have like in the nature to want to be controlled, and then Doms are those who have in the nature want to be like want to control.
You could tell from the questions that you came up with that is the kind of thing that, you know, AI probably can't replicate.
So now that you know the context, which one would you like to experience for yourself and why?
I just want to say that I love this question so much. Like this is such an interesting concept, and I sort of get like, it's like you change I can see the potential to explore like all these different ways.
Ideas and
the way that
worlds.
people interact if you were to put the rules a bit differently. The Omegaverse sounds really Handmaiden's Tale to me.
Okay.
To me, that sounds like a very dystopian dynamic no matter which role you're taken on.
Okay.
Like to me. The Cakeverse, I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't say there's too much to explore there. The Dom Subverse kind of feels like, in some sense, real life. So I would say that Guideverse, I feel like the reflex is to say that you want to be the superhero, but I think being like the person on the other side and observing the effects of how this goes on, like the so-called the support psychic character could be more interesting.
Thank you so much for your answers. Your turn to ask me a question.
I feel like challenged to come up with a question of equivalent caliber, but maybe I'll just ask a bit more about like your hobbies. So like you mentioned just now you like bouldering, and sorry there was one more.
Dancing.
Dancing.
So what I actually do is Latin dance. So I've learned salsa and bachata on and off for about 3 years now.
You mentioned you have quite a few like hobbies here and there. If you could quit your job right now and you just pursue one of those like other things that you've done for life, what would you choose?
I would say actually cooking is one of my favorite things to do. But of course it's a very subjective thing because I like to take my time to cook. I don't like it when it's in a rush.
That's cool. We got a lot of cooks here today. I think we should turn this to a cooking show.
And how was the one-on-one interaction with her?
It was nice. I admit the anime stuff is very new to me, but I guess that's the joy of meeting new people. I learned a lot about stuff today, like the Cakeverse, that I would never have learned otherwise. So I thought that was very interesting.
Hi Amanda.
Hello, how are you?
Feeling great, honestly.
I'm very glad. So actually ahead of this whole thing, I actually prepared some questions. So I'll let you decide, choose question 1 or question 2.
Alright then, do that.
Alright, okay, so look at the 4 images below. And I
Identify which one is anime, which one is hentai.
Yes.
Okay, okay. Wow. This feels very specific and tailored, but
Let's try.
I will be honest.
There's no right or wrong.
I. Which one's anime? Which one's hentai? Like 1, 2, 3,
3, 4. Yeah.
Okay. I think my take is that none of them are hentai. They're all anime. They've screen capped it during the most suggestive moments.
That's
The one-
correct. That's correct. It's a trick question. All 4 of these images are actually anime. So this
Okay.
is from Food Wars. This is from Reincarnated as a Slime.
Slime, yeah.
This is Tomo-chan as a girl, and this is Ranma half.
I knew I'd seen somewhere, but that was from damn long ago. Okay, okay. I heard
How
of
do
it.
you know? How do you know actually? So you actually watched them before, or
A friend showed me hentai,
okay?
and what I picked up right away was that hentai actually has really low production values. So they've all got a distinctive aesthetic to it that
Okay.
makes it feel like really look like cheap anime.
Okay.
And I don't like it anyway.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, the second part of the question, right, is if you were to be reborn into another world,
Yeah.
describe the world you will be reborn in and whether you would inherit any other worldly powers in this new world.
It feels a bit unfair. I've had some preparation to think about this because I was reading some really interesting fan fiction about that. Ideally, something that doesn't have energy issues.
Energy
Could be
issues.
magic,
Okay.
could be powers, could be like magical dust. Yeah, something where energy issues isn't a problem.
Okay.
Yeah,
That
then,
makes sense, okay.
but the powers that I would want,
Mm-hmm. I like how seriously you're taking this. This is important to me as well.
let's just go with flying.
Okay, flying. Okay.
Telekinesis, telepathy, like Twilight, Edward can read minds.
Yeah.
Those are cool, but I like to avoid the burden,
Right.
the drawbacks of such powers. I don't think Edward enjoys having to filter through everybody's
Yeah.
intrusive thoughts.
That's true.
With a view like this, I want to do an Iron Man and fly through all everything.
Okay. Thank you so much for your answers. Do you
Okay.
have any questions or anything for me?
I think let's circle back to the family
Sure.
dinner thing. Family is something as important it is to me. It's one of the areas that I feel like I've been lacking in.
Okay.
In a potential relationship,
Yeah.
okay, one that's serious long term, I want
Yeah.
to get to know my potential spouse's family and fit in with them, honestly.
Of course.
Okay, on a weekend, what do you like to do?
I will wake up slightly late, maybe 11, close to 12.
No judgments with that.
Right. Then I will make lunch or brunch, take a shower, and I'll
Yeah.
just go back to lie down on the bed for a bit more first. Then, okay, I'm ready to get up and do something.
Okay.
Go do the dishes. Okay, I'll go back and lie down on my bed again.
Okay, okay.
And then go and shower.
I get that. I relate to that. My weekends when I'm not dragon boating,
Oh, you do dragon boating.
I do.
Okay, that's very unexpected. Go on.
I'll get to that after this.
Okay.
What makes my mom's day, what makes my brother's day is that I make for them prata.
Oh, okay.
Store-bought prata, honestly, nothing special about it.
Yeah, the frozen kind, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But I figured out how to make for them egg prata that they like.
Yeah.
I take care of them first, do the laundry,
Yeah.
get it all settled out, and then it's my turn to just know already.
I get what you
Okay.
mean.
If we've got a movie in mind, I'll bring out a projector, I'll play on a living room wall.
That's so sweet. That's so nice of you. And yes, I can see that you're a very family-oriented guy.
Mm.
Just to share a little bit more about myself. So I'm the middle kid. I'm the middle child. I'm guessing you're the oldest, right?
I am.
So my family is also one that values family time together. Honestly, if let's say things between us was to proceed, then I'm sure and I'm certain that you would also feel very welcomed by my family, judging on their behavior towards my previous partners. So I hope, of course, if anything was to happen, then yeah. That's all the time, alright? Thank you so much, Brandon, for the call.
During the one-on-one segment, I felt we connected to each other. Our hobbies were interesting. Even if I don't share the same hobbies, I could easily see them as being part of my hobbies.
Hello.
Come sit closer.
Come.
This is our one-on-one time, and I've actually pre-prepared questions for the gentleman. Since you are the last person, right? This is your question.
Okay, come. Assuming that all forms of communications have been taken away and the only way to let the individual know you're interested in them is through dance, demonstrate said courtship through a performance.
So let's say like think of birds and their mating rituals, right? And the male bird will always dance to attract the female. So let's just say this applies in human context.
Okay.
And you can only now dance to express your interest in a person.
So I have to like literally dance.
Yes. How would you dance to show that you know you are interested? And
Oh my gosh.
You see, song choice will be taken into consideration. What song would you like?
Courtship through dance, this is damn difficult. Shit, then they are gonna film me and then I'm gonna dance. Then my dance is gonna go all over like YouTube. Okay, I need a moment, man. This is like wow, this is like wow.
Remember, so I can't even talk to you anymore. You're taking this quite seriously, but okay, very good.
Okay.
I like a man who's serious. Why don't you tell us what the song is?
I will do a classic. It's called Staying Alive.
Ooh!
Yeah.
Okay. So let's say I'm just hanging out.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice, well done. I would say that is a very believable performance, and if you were to go up to a person and dance like that, they would definitely take the sign that you're interested in them.
Thank you. That's awesome.
Why do you pick that song? Why do you pick Staying Alive?
Nothing to do with love. I think staying alive is like something very Singaporean, right? We are all trying to stay alive over here.
How do you feel when she asks you to dance?
Die bro. Oh my gosh. I don't even have a song prepped in my head to dance. Like, what do I dance to? But okay, I'm glad that it put on well and then she maybe enjoyed the dance. Yeah.
So any questions or anything you wanna ask?
What was something that from your previous relationships you've learned that these are the things that are important to you when it comes to like picking a partner?
You know how like you told Aisha that you are very averse to negativity?
Yeah.
What's one absolute deal breaker for you in a relationship?
Negativity. If somebody sees always the negative aspects in things when things go wrong.
Yeah, so okay, I get what you mean. There are instances in my past relationship, right, where I try to talk to my partner about something that they did that upset me, or something within the relationship that's upsetting me. And they would kind of be avoidant in a sense where they're like, can we not talk about this today? This is something that made me very anxious. If you don't want to talk about this today, fine. But when do you want to talk about this? When can we talk about this? Because eventually this is an issue that we will need to address. Otherwise it will eventually build into something resentful in the long term. That's what I learned.
Because I tend to be the kind of person who, like in a conflict, I like to manage my emotions well first before coming in to talk about something. Yeah,
Yes, I agree with you.
Yeah, because I think like in conflicts, things get very heated.
Right.
Then I don't like to talk about it in the heat of the moment where emotions are high. Yeah, so I rather, chill out, cool out, maybe for a period, maybe 30 minutes.
Okay, let's say y'all fight then late. Like y'all start the fight at 12, then y'all finish the fight at 1.
Wow, like that.
For work, yeah, then how?
Okay, so part of that may be attributed to lack of sleep also. So, rational thing is go to sleep.
Okay.
Wake up tomorrow morning and ask how you feel. Ask yourself how you feel about yesterday's conversation. Is it still like left?
Are you the kind that you go to sleep angry, then you wake up like you're okay?
Yeah, kind of.
Oh,
I would think like, actually, what the heck am I like angry about? Okay lah, then if I get enough sleep, then life's good lah. Yeah.
Life's good.
Yeah, life's good when you have enough sleep. Yeah.
Okay, then I agree.
Yeah.
Sleep is important.
Do you get hangry like if you don't eat?
Yes,
Oh,
I do. I'm a easily cranky person in a sense where if I'm hungry, tired, and super sweaty, wow, I get very cranky already. Then what kind of a drunk are you? Like when you drink alcohol?
I'm a happy drunk.
Oh, you're a happy drunk. Okay.
Yeah.
What's your limit?
I think my drunkest moment was in Bali. So it's like my birthday. I still remember the time where they gave me the birthday cake, right? I was so drunk, right? I just took the whole birthday cake, right? Got the mini bar inside. I just closed the whole thing. Then the next morning I open, I see, oh shit, the cake is just like mashed.
Good job though, good job.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, okay, our time is up.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah. What? Oh.
Thanks so much for your time.
Welcome.
I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
How was the one-on-one conversation like for you?
I think we had a lot of fun. I think it was very chill, easygoing kind of time. Yeah, we joke around. There's really no nervousness there, so which I kind of like.
Okay, so now that I've already completed all my one-on-one sessions with the guys, I've more or less also filled out my score sheet. Based off the questions and the interactions that I had with them now one-on-one, in terms of intellect for all three of them, I rate them all 35 out of 40. When I spoke to them, they were clear, they were eloquent, they took time to piece their minds and their thoughts and opinions before expressing themselves. Spontaneity. So the questions I prepared were definitely a little bit out of the blue. I would definitely like to give props to Sam for being on the ball and playing along. So that really was very nice. I would say for Linus, he was very intrigued and he kind of asked a lot more questions to understand more about the verse. So I also really liked that. So I've actually ranked the both of them 38 out of 40. And for Brandon, he definitely loosened up a lot more during the one-on-one session.
They've screen capped it during the most suggestive moments.
But nevertheless, I could still see that he had a lot on his mind and he was very careful in how he wanted to approach our conversation. So for spontaneity, I scored him 35 out of 40. Finally, the deal breaker would be appearance and vibes. Whether they put in effort, are they chill? Unfortunately for Brandon, I ranked him the lowest in this with a 16 out of 20 because I could tell that he was very nervous. But I definitely sensed his sincerity through our interactions. For Sam and Linus, I would say they are both a little bit more comfortable around the situation and they both also were very sporting in terms of the responses to my questions. I would give them both 18 out of 20. So the final score would be 91 out of 100 for Linus and Sam and 86 for Brandon. But that being said, it's also because it's our first time meeting and there's cameras involved, so there are a lot of multiple factors that could have affected this connection. Had we met in different circumstances, who knows, the scoring might have been different.
So now, Amanda, you already had your chance to spend time with them, interact with this
Yes.
handsome, eligible man.
Yes.
Right now you have a decision to make. If you trust Aisha to pick your partner, you can choose to give up your rankings or you can choose to walk away from this.
Just to
Very dramatic.
You won't know what Aisha's decisions are, so you want Aisha to pick.
I remember the last round and the previous ranking that she told me. So I want to hear and I want to know whether or not the rankings have changed.
Aisha can analyze my dance.
Okay, let's bring on Aisha. We'll hear what Aisha has to say.
Welcome back, Amanda. You've been on quite the journey, meeting 3 remarkable people, sharing honest conversations, and opening yourself up to new possibilities. Before I share my final recommendation, how are you feeling about everything you've experienced so far?
I'm feeling good, I'm feeling hopeful, and I think there's a potential for a connection.
That's wonderful to hear, Amanda. Now it's time for your AI optimized match. After a comprehensive analysis of all the data, from profiles to Q&A responses and those heartfelt conversations, I'm excited to reveal that your optimal match is Sam. Sam stood out as the best match for you for several reasons. First and foremost, you both share a deep alignment in values. He emphasizes communication, positivity, emotional maturity, and family orientation. What really sets Sam apart is the immediate comfort and connection you both felt during your time together.
Thank you, Aisha.
Alright!
Yay! How are you feeling? Good.
Wow. A lot of compliments there.
I thought you heard. Do you agree? Do you agree?
That's a lot of inferences made from one interaction. I haven't felt so complimented in that kind of manner before. But I think it's like quite cool how they detect things like laughter. So it's quite amazing.
I think that unfortunately you got the hardest question, which was the dancing one. But the fact that you were willing to play along and you actually tried, that was what really impressed me a lot.
Okay. Quick thanks to Linus and Brandon.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. I had a great time meeting all of you.
I had a great time.
And with that, we are at the end of Love Optimized episode 1. Thank you to all the guests and a big part of this. If y'all like this episode, comment. Do y'all think Sam was a correct match? Do y'all think Aisha got it right, or do you think someone else was a better fit?
As the interactions went along, I think I found her a bit more bubbly, cheerful, positive. That was quite charming about her. She thinks about a lot of stuff, she knows a lot of stuff, she's quite intellectual.
Do you have anything to say to Aisha?
I generally think Aisha is super smart, but I think she over-complimented me.
So does it change anything about you like moving forward in the dating world?
No, I won't let myself be let down just because an AI tells me a result other than what I was expecting. Overall, it's a good exercise and I will still move forward and keep the same mindset.
I think my best takeaway is today I got to meet a lot of new people, make a lot of new friends. I wish Sam and Amanda all the best, but I am very happy to have participated in this. And I hope that all of y'all will like and subscribe so that Perry can produce more of these videos.